Come with us. We will be having so much fun soon. Our favorite places are dark forests and narrow alleyways. I will tear your unhappiness apart and leave only joy.
What's going on, guys? I'm back doing another video. In this one, we're going to be discussing Cuddles the clown. Now, he is a 6.2 foot clown, I believe, and he is $280. I'm going to start with the price. I hate that price. It's way too much. All he does is have side to side movement, horrible mouth movement, and then the shoulder movement, which is interesting.
Okay.
They also made Catacomb Creature the same price, which is interesting because he's a Morris prop, and they always overprice the crap out of those.
Well, they don't always.
Usually it's $50 more.
$50 more. I mean, not as bad as Halloween Express's prices, but still.
Got him.
Because, like, Catacomb Creatures, like, I mean, actually, I think they're cheaper than, like on eBay. I'm pretty sure people are selling Catacomb Creature for $290. So they may actually be the cheapest.
Yeah, usually, I think it's $290 at, Halloween Expo. Or Party Expo, whatever it is.
Hang on.
Which is impressive. In the stock photos, he's literally looking straight down. I don't know. I do not like this guy. This is what I call a bad reskin. They literally, and I don't remember who I was watching, but somebody was like, they made a good point. They literally just make everything, they reskin everything into a clown. It's just like, they need to stop. There's too many clowns.
I feel like, I do kind of like this guy. But I don't love him, but I like him.
He's in my bottom 5.
To me, he's not definitely nowhere near the worst.
I'm going to talk about Catacomb Creature for a sec, because they're pretty much the same thing. Catacomb Creature, I like 10 times better. Even if they switch the audio, like, the audio made him a lot worse. The prototype one, which they now have as the actual one. I don't like that audio, but he's still better than Cuddles. If Underworld Clown and Catacomb Creature had a baby, this is what it would be.
True. I like this better than Underworld Clown. And I like it better than Catacomb Creature, yet probably not as much as Underworld Clown. Then again, like Underworld Clown at the Expo, especially like the last 2 days, it was like squeaking a lot.
Squeak. Squeak.
Also, the mouth broke on it. And since this has Underworld Clown's head, I have a slight feeling that the mouth's probably going to break on this.
The mouth didn't even work in the Spirit video very well.
I mean, the head's massive.
This is going to be the Pennywise of last year.
What is it with the SBI creating massive heads now, all of a sudden? This is like a third or fourth one that has a giant head.
Third one this year, I think.
Fourth, because there's the Giant Head Reaper.
Yeah, Big Head Reaper.
Literally, it's called Big Head Reaper.
Catacomb Creature. Underworld Clown.
Now this guy. That's 4.
I mean, not that the big head's a problem for me. It's just...
I mean, like, Underworld Clown, I feel like actually for Underworld Clown, it isn't really a big head because it's really to scale with his body.
Yeah.
This guy, it's really... I feel like they should have made it smaller. Who knows? If somebody gets this who has Underworld Clown, maybe this one's smaller, even though I highly doubt they'd actually make it smaller. Even though that would be kind of nice.
Based off of the sneak peek, this is going to be the Pennywise of last year, with the crappy mouth.
There are a few good Pennywises last year.
Yeah, but Pennywise seem to have bad problems. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this at all.
A lot of problems. I like this guy.
Look at his legs, too. They're like sticks. Twig legs.
Probably need to get some pool noodles and puff out his legs a little bit.
And literally, they should have removed the clown heads as well. That's the point
if you read like the story, he chopped off the other people he was performing with heads.
It doesn't matter. They're too small.
Too small. Like if somebody were to got him, you'd have to make his heads bigger. You know what you do with this is you make the heads bigger, and then you buy a whole bunch of like dummies, put them in clown outfits, and make sure the head's off.
Could do that.
And make him look like he cut off the heads of a bunch of clowns.
This is almost like a reskin that they took too far, because they should just
Or-
remove the clown heads. This
Or make it not clown heads and just make it like he was performing and he took volunteers and what they were volunteering for was to get their heads cut off.
he's obviously not worse than Johnny Punk, but
Nothing could be worse than Johnny Punk.
he's not far off.
Even
Honestly,
Wheelchair Granny isn't as bad. Actually, when that says something. Actually, they're probably tying for the worst props of all time.
for me, this is not super far off from being the worst prop of the year.
I feel like, I think he's not. I don't think he's definitely not the best. Yet he's pretty far back on the, like of all the props this year, he's pretty low. Like back with the bad props this year. Yet online only. Yet props that are just online only. I feel like he isn't all that bad in comparison to the online only ones.
I mean, he's the worst online only for me.
To me, Mr. Salty's worse.
True, they both suck.
Mr. Salty's our crappy movement and is way too overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you rather get this guy or pay $70 more for Mr. Salty?
I'd pay $70 less for this just because of he's cheaper.
And also, I think he looks cooler.
If they did not make Catacomb Creature, I'd like this a lot more. But since they made Catacomb Creature, this thing looks like
I feel like Catacomb Creature's too generic.
This looks like a dumpster fire when you put Catacomb Creature in the
Catacomb
picture.
Creature with the new phrases.
No.
I actually may have possibly considered getting Catacomb Creature if they didn't change the phrases.
I really wanted him when they originally, what he had. I don't think it wasn't at the expo, but it was what he had at in the Morris video before they changed it back to the prototype audio.
Which I don't know why they changed it. It was perfect the way it was.
Yeah. The dancing line was a little but it's better than what they changed it to.
Dancing. Oh yeah, the dance. Well, why the dancing line?
I don't know. I
You should have just said the lines he had before. I don't know. We're
Whatever.
kind of getting off the track here.
I mean, it all goes back to this.
Kinda. Also, another cone hat.
The cone hat doesn't really bother me.
The
Who's the other one? Oh, wait, Peekaboo was a cone hat.
Peekaboo's cone hat this year. They also Wally last year had cone hat.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't know why I don't remember that. It's just like, come on, SVI. Well, yeah, this would be SVI, because I don't think Spirit would have asked for this. That doesn't really feel like something they do.
You never know.
Because it's just like, come on, the clown is just... I just hate this so much.
It actually,
hate this with
if they
passion.
make this as a normal non-Spirit exclusive, basically, like what they did with Mr. Happy and Candy Creep, they're basically just reskins of each other. Of course,
Yeah.
this guy probably would have gotten a lot more. If this was an expo prop, probably more people would have bought it.
Honestly, even if Catacomb Creature came after Cuddles, it'd be whatever. I still would like Catacomb Creature better. It's just the general thing of him. His clothes are okay. It's just...
I mean, have we seen a con with that one of its primary colors is yellow?
No, I don't think so. Not recently.
I mean,
Uncle
technically
Charlie's similar to it.
Technically, Mr. Happy had yellow.
Mr. Salty.
Mr. Salty, but who cares about Mr. Salty? It's not really his main color.
I don't know. A lot of the clowns this year I don't like.
I like a few of the clowns this year.
Mr. Salty, Cuddles, what was the other one? I think there was another.
I mean, also, actually, the Archway Clown, the Looming Clown, one of his main colors was yellow, too. So they've done quite a bit of yellow.
This year.
Yes, this year.
But I mean, overall, not a big fan of this at all.
I like him, just price needs to come down. The price needs to come down a little bit more. Maybe $250 max. Heck, maybe even who knows? Maybe this guy will become $180 at the end of next season.
Maybe, depending on how he sells.
Mr. Salty becomes they bring down Mr. Salty. To
They have
180.
to.
If they may, because they did it with Arctic Dragon. If they bring him down to 180, I can maybe consider Mr. Salty. But this guy needs to come down a good Heck, I'd even say $200 would be a good price. $200 would be a really good price for him.
Yeah.
Spirit's very hit or miss with the prices this year.
I feel like he needs to be taller as well.
He does.
But I think Peekaboo's taller than 6 foot. Because he looks tall next to
SVI
Towering
likes
Clown.
making SVI likes making towering props. They really like.
Spirit likes marking their prices or their props at 6 feet, even if they're shorter or taller.
They round. A lot of companies do. Why wouldn't you?
Well, Spirit's got like 6.4 feet
Yeah.
and stuff.
I mean, they aren't going down to the millimeters.
Also, one thing I want to say about online only in general is they should just make all online only props in store. You should be able to purchase them in store. I don't care if they're not on display. You should just be able to purchase them in store.
Filler props.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't want to have to pay for like $50 shipping for these.
I mean, how much does this guy weigh?
Probably, I don't know, same as Catacomb Creature.
He's probably gonna weigh like at least 20 to 30 pounds. And if they're charging, most of the time they charge $1 per pound. That's like, from what I heard, I can't remember. I think it's like standard UPS. I think it's UPS. USPS. However they ship, I'm pretty sure the normal rate is $1 per pound.
Yeah, like Blood Brothers is $35 oversized, so he's probably 40 or 45.
He probably weighs more than Blood Brothers, so wouldn't surprise me. But either way, I don't think I'll get him. I mean, he looks okay.
I'm not getting him.
The head looks too flat. The head just cuts off at the end.
I'd rather get Catacomb Creature. Yeah, that's like Lumen Clown. He's the same thing. They need to add backs to the heads. Like, someone like take a Collector, for example. It's fine that his head is flat because you can't see the back of it.
He has a hood on.
And Catacomb Creature, I think, is the same.
Well, yeah, Catacomb Creature's a hood.
Catacomb Creature looks blue on Spirit's website.
Maybe he is blue. Like a bluish gray.
I
mean, if it was a bluish gray, it wouldn't matter all that much.
But, yeah, is that all you have to say?
Yes.
I think this is our longest sneak peek video.
I don't know. Mr. Salty was longer because we were starting to ramble on about other things.
But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic rest of your day and night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace!